Hey y'all, it's Miss Malice, and I am packing our mystery box show from Saturday. It is Monday night, so we're gonna get all the stuff shipped out tomorrow morning. We had 59 items that sold total. We had 25 mystery boxes. The value ranged from $80 for the Famicom minis and the Super Famicons, all the way up to $400 for an in-box jungle green and ice blue fantastic Nintendo 64. So, this was our first mystery box, console mystery box, that we didn't sell all of the slots. Unfortunately, our very last slot was a Famicom Mini. We reduced the price. We actually tried to add some extra goodies in there, and nobody bought it. Nobody took the bait. So we still have one of those available. But for the most part, we had a great time. We had a lot of new buyers. So I want to make sure that everybody sees like how we package things and make sure that everything gets to where it's supposed to be safely. So I will say that these items have been cleaned. They are all tested and working. Some of them were in storage for a little while. I can't guarantee, or I can't say that they were refurbished because I didn't refurbish them. The Nintendo 64s, the base units are Japanese, but they have been converted to play American games. They should have been cleaned out because we had we paid for that service when we purchased the items. So I did wipe everything down, make sure everything's nice and clean, got stickers off of stuff so that it looks nice and presentable. But I can't say for sure if they are dusty on the inside because I did not personally take them apart. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. It's kind of late already, so we just want to get this stuff packed and get it shipped out to y'all as fast as possible. So we're going to start off with our first box. It's going to Big Kramer 75. And I do have the list of what everybody won. It is saved on our computer. It's also saved on our YouTube video. So if anybody has any questions about what they won, or if they think, oh, I thought I got this instead of that, we do keep all of this stuff saved on our computer as well as saved on our YouTube channel so that we don't have any issues with like confusion or anything like that. So we try to be 100% transparent with all of these items and with what we're doing because we want to make sure that everybody's happy when they get their items. So our first one is going to Big Kramer 75, and they did a mystery box. They won a NES, and this came with 2 controllers plus a zapper, plus it came with the triple game. It's Super Mario Brothers, Duck Hunt, and World Class Track Meet. And then we've got the AV, well, what is this, the RF adapter? Yeah, RF switch, and the power brick. And they were one of our last people to do the mystery box. They were actually the second to last person to do the mystery box. So we offered some Japanese snacks with them, so they got the Japanese Pocky. Hope everybody's having a great night, had a great day. Maybe you got the day off. Maybe you get to spend time with your family. But hopefully everybody had a good day today. You had to work. Hopefully it wasn't a super busy day. Big bubbles always make it hard to get everything in these boxes when they're slightly about the same size as the box. So if the box is slightly like bulging out on the sides, it's because of the bubble wrap, not because of the item. Alright, so we got the 2 controllers in there, we got the power switch in there, we got the RF adapter. And just get a little bit more bubble wrap for the game. Just one layer for the top. All right. Okay, and that was going to Big Kramer 75. So I did pre-pack most of these items. Some people got more than one console or more than one mystery box. So I kind of have them already bundled together. All right, so up next is Blade Games. And Blade Games actually won a giveaway. And they won Monster Hunter 3G. This is a Japanese import game. I'm trying to go as alphabetically as I possibly can. I didn't print them, I bulk printed everything, and so when that happens, it doesn't necessarily print in alphabetical order, so I had to take a little bit of time to sort it all out. Okay. So up next is Bonds, and Bonds won a Famicom. This is straight from Japan. They also picked up this Japanese copy of Sonic, what is it called? Sonic Adventure DX Deluxe for the GameCube. So I was working on reshelling a PSP today, a PSP 1000. Those honestly are the harder ones to reshell because every reshell or every shell that I've purchased so far has not been 100% accurate size-wise. So especially there's this one post on the side that is too tall, and so the case doesn't fit together properly, and it causes the cover that goes over the memory card not to sit correctly. So you have to use a Dremel tool, or you can use a razor blade, whatever works for you, to cut it down. So that's what I was working on today. And of course, once I got it all situated and got it all turned on and it was working and looks great, there was a dog hair underneath the screen. So I had to take it apart and start over. Well, not start over, but I had to take it apart and clean it. And if you've ever worked with a PSP, you'll know that their screens are super, super, super smudgy. So like if you accidentally touch it with your finger, or I mean, even if you use like lens cleaning wipes, it leaves a smudge. So it took me, and granted I had to do this multiple times because I had smudged it when I was working on it, and then I thought I had it cleaned off, and so I had to clean the lens off multiple times today. So it's almost finished. Also, one thing I noticed about the PSP 1000 cases is that they send you these, the left and right triggers, and they're just, they like remove the tabs on the side, and because they remove the tabs on the side, you don't have the same like fit as you do with the original triggers. And so, sorry y'all. And so they're really wobbly, and they just don't sit correctly. So I had to replace I reused the original triggers. And then, oh yeah, the last thing that was causing me issues. So the home bar on a PSP is held down with a little bit of adhesive, but the shell didn't come with the adhesive. And on top of that, the home bar was slightly like incorrectly poured, so it didn't sit in the little tab holders correctly. So I had to get double-sided adhesive to make sure that it sat in there correctly. So a little frustrating, but it's not a big deal. It will be finished tomorrow, and then I have like 4 more to work on. And then I have a couple of 2000s that I'm going to work on. I have a translucent blue and a metallic red one that I'm going to be reshelling. So that'll be really cool. Alright, so that was Bonds. Alright, up next is Columbia Gorge Picker. And they picked up 4 mystery boxes. So, okay, so they won a Famicom, a Super Famicom, and another Super Famicom. Plus, they got an N64. This is, like I said, it's a Japanese N64, but it has been converted to play American games as well as Japanese. And that comes with 4 controllers. So there's 2, 3, and 4. The power brick is already in the console, and here is the AV cord. So, we're going to wrap all this stuff up. We're going to Frankenstein the box so everything fits together. Okay. I have one more box over here. It's the right size. Let me grab one. They're like literally right in front of the camera. Sorry. Perfect. So if you've ever sold on Whatnot, you know that you're not supposed to use flat rate shipping boxes because you're not shipping flat rate, you're shipping priority by weight. But there is a little hack to that. I am using priority by weight boxes. But if you modify your box and it's a noticeably modified box, then it's no longer going to ship priority flat rate, it will ship priority by weight. So, if you ever are in a pinch and you need to ship your stuff out, then you can do that and it will ship just fine. Inspector, please don't. You were just outside. sorry, y'all, if there's anybody in here with me, I don't have my phone right next to me, so I can't see, and the computer's kind of far away. So it's just kind of a workflow night. If you're here, I appreciate you hanging out. Spectre, no. So these are the priority large mailing boxes. You can get these shipped to you for free on the post office's website. I believe it's USPS.com. And they'll deliver it right to your house. It does not cost anything. You do need to make sure that whatever you're shipping in them is priority, which is anything over a pound. But honestly, since Whatnot uses USPS shipping, it really can save you a lot of money on packaging. We do use Uline for our other materials, but this definitely helps. So what I'm using is, I'm using the bottom flaps. Usually I'll tuck it all the way down and it just makes a reinforced double box, so it's double the height. But I needed a little bit more space because I'm going to double stack the controllers. I want to make sure that there's, it's not going to crush the boxes underneath it. Even though these are large bubbles, you never know. Sometimes things get handled a little roughly. And so I just want to protect everything that's inside of there since those items are boxed. The N64 is on the bottom and it is wrapped in bubble wrap. So when you do have large boxes like this, depending on your post office, our post office, since we do ship in bulk, we take everything to the back of our post office, do bulk drop off, which as a business person, I appreciate the fact that we do have bulk shipping options like that. The only thing I don't like about it is that since we're dropping it off in bulk, they don't scan the item. And so that does cause some stress sometimes because the items will start going through the post office, through the mail without actually being scanned in. So it looks like the items haven't been shipped yet. So, you know, that does scare some people. They're like, hey, I noticed that my box hasn't been shipped yet. And I'm like, no, I promise you. It should. So I do these videos so that you can see, you know, we're packing them. We take them to the post office the next day. But since it's going into the bulk box in the back of the post office, like I said, they don't always get scanned in at the post office. So, I don't like that because if something does get lost in the mail, which has happened, especially stuff that goes to Chicago. Chicago just, we seem to have a lot of issues with that particular postal hub. So when stuff doesn't get scanned in, then the post office can say, oh, well, we didn't get it. So again, that's why we record all of this. It protects us, it protects y'all, and it at least gives you a sense of reassurance that, you know, one, you get to see how it's being packed, and two, that it did get packed. So I'm just sealing the bottom edge, and then I'm connecting the top and the bottom with tape. But, oh, what I was saying with these boxes is that because they're large, we have to take these inside into the bulk box inside for oversized packages. So it still ships bulk, but it's not, it's considered oversized. But it's not super oversized. Because anything over, I think it's like 35 inches is an extra charge. Alright, so that is going to Columbia Gorge Picker. Well, that was his slip-proof N64. Alright, up next is Daniel Williams. Is Daniel's? Yeah. Alright, so Daniel won the Neo Geo Mini, and it comes with 2 controllers, right here. And they also won a Wii U. It's the tablet, the deck, power brick, HDMI cord, AC adapter wall charger, and they got Super Mario 3D World, oh sorry, that's Nintendo Land, Super Mario 3D World, and Just Dance 15. We typically make sure that their slips of what they won are in the box so that everybody knows what they got, so there's no confusion. We've been doing this for quite a while. We were the first people to do mystery box console streams on Whatnot. I've seen like 1 or 2 other streamers do it. But yeah, we were the crazy ones to start with this. But it's a lot of fun. It's just kind of neat to have an opportunity to win something big, you know? Alright, so there's that. So we got the deck in there. Next I'm going to put in the Neo Geo and the controllers, and then I'm going to put the tablet on top. And like I said, we do keep all of the winners saved on our computer. So if there's any issues or anybody has any questions about, hey, I thought I won this, or, you know, didn't I win that, or whatever, we do keep track of all of that. So there's no worries with that. Okay, I'm going to have to double box this one as well. Inspector Bub. Do that. The only trouble with using big bubbles is that they take up a lot of space, which is great when you're trying to take up a lot of space. But when you just need a little bit of space, a little bit of extra space, it does make it a little bit difficult. So for this one, because I only need a little bit of space, I'm actually going to cut the bottom flaps off so I can slide the box down a little bit further. And what's kind of nice is I'll use those flaps. I'll save them for when I'm shipping off discs and stuff like that, and I'll use it to support the discs. Put it out. So like I would go like this, put the 3 discs in there.
Move your purse. Forward.
We're gonna have a lot of oversized boxes going tomorrow. That's okay. So it's like we're running out of our small bubbles, our bubble wrap. We only have, like, I think they're 6-inch rolls, and they, the 6-inch rolls of bubble wrap are really hard to wrap anything in because they're like this wide. So, you know, you're basically wrapping something with like small strips of bubble wrap. Which is fine if you're just wrapping like small games and stuff, but when you're wrapping like a console, it's not necessarily the most efficient way of getting it done. Alright, so that was Daniel Williams. They got the Neo Geo Mini. And they got a Wii U. Probably gonna need another roll of tape here before too long. Perfect. Alright, so like I said, that was Daniel Williams. And I do make sure that before I ship these off, I write fragile on the boxes, and I put arrows pointing up so that they know what side of the box is up. Because sometimes stuff gets chunked around, and I want to make sure that, you know, they know it's fragile, so if anything gets damaged. That's the other thing too, is like if you don't write that the item is fragile and it gets damaged, then you might not be able to get your shipping claim covered with the post office. Alright, so up next is Darth's Toy Room. And Darth won a Famicom. And they just got the one. boxes. We also do, it's usually a triple blind where one of us will put numbers on a postcard, then put it in an envelope, then those envelopes get shaken up, those envelopes get put into another envelope, those envelopes get shaken up, and then those envelopes get put into another envelope, and they get numbered. So usually that is how we do it. We were short-staffed on Saturday. Our son was not home, and Nana Malice wasn't home with us, so we just did a double blind. But still, we had no idea where anything was. We kept it all recorded on YouTube the whole time, so if anybody had any questions about how we randomize our stuff, we do keep that record on YouTube. We just want to make sure that we're transparent with y'all. You know, it's really, really important as a business owner and as part of the community that you're not taking advantage of people, that you're showing that you're, you know, you're trying to be as fair as possible. All right, so that was Darth's toy room. Up next, this should be Dat Boy Games. Is this Dat Boy Games? Yeah, okay, so this is Dat Boy Games. They won a Neo Geo Mini with 2 controllers, and they also won a Famicom. Go. I've been stepping on bubble wrap all day because we had it in our backyard and it got blown around in a wind storm. And so it's kind of funny because like you pick it up and you re-roll it and then it just gets blown around again. We live in a really windy area. But yeah, every time I step on it, like it pops and it scares me. You'd think after all this time I'd get desensitized to it, but I have not yet. I used to love popping bubble wrap when I was little too, and now I'm just like, no, it's loud, it hurts my ears. Alright, that was Dat Boy Games. I have to make another stack after that one. Alright, so up next is Devil and I. And Devil and I love Jake. He's awesome. He is a huge supporter. He picked up a bunch of manuals. I went ahead and I added this little Pokemon. They're called latte biscuits. Latte? I don't know. L-O-T-T-E. They're basically like the sugar wafer biscuits, and I think it has like chocolate. It's not chocolate cream. It's like chocolate on the inside of the wafers. So it's really, really yummy. I like them a lot. They're straight from Japan. So I'm gonna do the easy box first. There's so many of these. Okay, so, oh boy. So I don't remember exactly where we got all these manuals from, but it's always nice to have to be able to complete your games. So, Superstars. Alright. Come on. Okay, Pro Skater 2, Talk Your Pocket, WWF Raw. Okay. Alright, so in this box with the Kirby Puffs, he picked up Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 manual, Top Gear Pocket manual, WWF Raw manual, and WWF Superstars 2 manual. I'm going to go ahead and put those in an envelope just so they don't get messed up. I was going to bubble wrap it, but then I was like, that's kind of silly. Put them on the bottom. Oh, there's my phone. It's been here the whole time. Alright. Yeah, and for whatever reason, it broke his order into 2 boxes, which I've seen it happen before. It's kind of weird to me, but whatever, whatnot. Let me log into YouTube real quick, sorry. Not trying to ignore y'all. Just there we go. Hey, yeah, I'm packing in the living room. It's downstairs. This is the same place where we had our stream the other day. Alright, so for this one, Devil and I got 20 manuals. So, picked up Mortal Kombat 2. And then Kirby Dreamland 2. And then Kirby's Pinball Land. And then Arcade Classic number 1. And then Casper. And then Disney's The Little Mermaid. I just saw it right here. Little Mermaid. Then Castlevania Circle of the Moon, which is right here. Then Disney's Toy Story, right here. Donkey Kong Land, right here. Jurassic Park, right here. Dr. Wily's Revenge, right here. Nintendo World Cup. Speedy Gonzales. Super Mario Bros. Deluxe Manual, The Lion King, and Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition. I appreciate you hanging out, Chris. And it's kind of late. I normally don't pack this late. It's been a long day. And then, oh my gosh, y'all. So, it's really silly, but I had one of those, this is how you know you're getting old moments. So, I was carrying the manuals downstairs, and we have a 2-story house, so we have stairs. I just said we had stairs. I was walking down them. Anyways, so I was walking down the stairs and I wasn't necessarily paying attention to the stairs because, you know, I walk down them every day. I know where they are. Well, I stepped off 1 step too soon, so I basically stepped down 2 steps and hit the tile floor kind of hard, and I'm still in pain. Like my shoulders hurt, my stomach hurts, my head hurts, my knees hurt. It's like that's how you know you're getting old, when you can't accidentally step off the step one early and survive. So, but I'm okay. All right. So up next we have G Dilla, and let's see here. I think this is G Dilla right here. Yeah. All right. Ooh. So G Dilla got real lucky, and they got the green Fantastic. That was one of the grand prizes. They also got a Super Famicom. No, sorry, Famicom. And they picked up, oh lordy, let's see what it's called. Ryuku no Ken 2, The Art of Fighting 2 for Neo Geo. And then they picked up Vertical Force for the Virtual Boy. But yeah, I think they got this for $100. That was the $400 value. So I think they did really, really good on their lucky number. Hey, what's up, Jake? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened with that. And what's really weird is I printed all the shipping labels yesterday or 2 days ago, like right after the show I did the labels, and I thought I printed them all, and then I went to email them to myself, and 2 more labels printed. It was like, you need to print all your shipping labels before you can email them. Like, what? So I just don't like this. This is like basically the same size as the box. I mean, the one positive thing about this is that the box is basically a double box the whole way around, except for just a tiny little bit at the top and bottom. So I'm not really worried about the box getting damaged, but I don't like that it's in there so snugly. Like, that just kind of makes me uncomfortable. But unfortunately, I don't have any boxes that fit. Even the big box that I have is too narrow for the Fantastic to fit in there. So. Could have packed all your stuff in one box, but you had 2 priority shipping labels, and so I was just kind of like, you know, I might as well utilize what was paid for. Y'all, we are in the final countdown to going back to Japan. We have like 15, 16 days left, and then we're heading there. So we leave at like 8:40 Central Time to go to the, or to leave, like our flight is at 8:40 Central Time. to go to San Francisco. And then we leave San Francisco at midnight Pacific. And then we get to Japan at 4 a.m. Japanese Standard Time. And what's wild, y'all, is we're going to be there for daylight savings, but Japan doesn't do daylight savings. So when we get back to America, we'll be 16 hours behind. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully we only have like 2 more Frankenstein boxes because these are not fun to pack. Put the shipping label on real quick. Can you do me a favor? Give me a roll of tape from the closet. Huh? Can you give me a roll of tape from the closet? Do what? Alright. That's going to G Dilla. Starting our next stack. Alright, so up next is Master Cylinder. Master Cylinder got 2 console mystery boxes. They won a Famicom, and they won the Sega Genesis. And that comes with, oh, and they were also,
hit the couch.
That's fine. They were also one of our later bidders, so we did include some candy. So they got the Kirby 40 peach gummies, and they got the Pikachu 4 flavor gummies. So we got 2 controllers. We got the console, we got the RF adapter, and the power brick. So we've already got the console and the power brick in there and the RF adapter. We put the 2 controllers in now. We'll go ahead and throw the gummies in the side. Kind of help hold the controllers in place. Let's get the Famicom in top. very, very snuggly bugly. And it's just all bubble wrap. All right. Oh, well. Okay. That was Master Cylinder. Up next we have Mr. Brown 44, and they got GoldenEye, the American version. After all that packing, I appreciate the singular item. All right, up next we have OBB. Okay, OBB got a lot. I have to go print this label again. I have to get an extra label. I'll be right back, y'all. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that, y'all. I am back. I just had to go print another shipping label. So sometimes that happens if you're a seller on Whatnot, and you have already printed all your shipping labels, but you realize after you've gotten all your shipping labels printed that it's not going to fit in one box. Like, I mean, I could obviously like stack and stack and stack, but then it makes it an excessively like oversized package, and you run the risk of it getting damaged, especially with a bunch of different things in there. So it's safer to split your shipment into two, and you can do that even after you've printed a shipping label. So I found that out from Whatnot. So don't stress. If you've already printed your shipping labels and you realize, oh shoot, I need another shipping label because that's not going to fit in one box, you can do it this way. So that being said, OBB did 5 mystery boxes. So okay. So they did like I said, they did 5 mystery boxes. They're going to get 3 in one shipment, and they're going to get 2 in the other shipment. So, they won the, was this Ice Blue Fantastic, which was a grand prize. They also got a Famicom. They got a Super Famicom. Is that super? No, another Famicom. They got an N64 with 4 controllers. 1, 2, 3, 4. And these are the Japanese N64s that have been modified to play American games. So there's all of that. And they also got a Wii U. So here's the deck. Here's the tablet. Their Wii U came with Minecraft, Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U, this power brick, HDMI cord, and an AC adapter. So, we're going to pack the Funtastic with the 2 Famicons. I think that's how we're going to do it. Yeah. And then we'll put everything else in the other box. But we're going to make that box a double stack box too. Like I said, I'm not necessarily a fan that these boxes are so close to the same size, but I mean it does have a retro protector on it, so I'm not necessarily worried about it, but it's just not my favorite way of shipping stuff. You know, I like to have a little extra protection. You were just outside, Fetcher. He's like, yeah, but now I want to go back outside. Oh no. Y'all should be proud of me, or y'all would be, hopefully y'all would be proud of me. This is like my least favorite tape dispenser because I have one that works really well. But I did a little bit of modification with some cardboard, and now it's working really, really well. And I'm not worried about it, like the tape unraveling. So there's one. A little. All right. Let me go grab another box real quick. Again, these are the priority large shipping boxes. Get them from the post office. They're not flat rate boxes, so they're eligible to be used with whatnot without any modifications. There are large flat rate boxes that are almost the same size as this that I use sometimes. I'll like kind of Frankenstein it together if I don't need, like I don't have any right now. Usually I would use those for the top box because they're not quite as tall, but these work just fine. So. N64 in there. Got the AV cord. Got the power brick. Then we're going to put in the Wii console because it's flat and it makes it easier. So the Wii console plus its power brick and its AV adapter. Plus the HDMI cord. Put that right there. still have to put the tablet in and the 4 controllers plus the games. So we're going to go ahead and put the games in on top of the Wii U. Then we're going to put the tablet in. I might even be able to put in, yeah. I was able to get 1 controller in with the tablet. Okay, we got 3 controllers left. Beautiful. All right. So the one thing about these boxes is that if you notice that on the other ones, you might not have been able to see it, but there was a little bit of gapping where the 2 boxes, like the flaps, like this stuff, when the boxes meet over. So you just really heavily reinforce that with tape. This one, since I don't need the boxes to be taller than a double box, I can push the box down and it'll be the same height as the box. This doesn't make any sense, but it's basically one extended box. So it's basically the whole box is a double box for this. Since I don't need the extra height, I just needed 1 box height added, not 2 or 1.5 box heights added to it, if that makes any sense. It's just not quite as tall as the other box, so you don't have the same gapping problem on the sides. And I don't like to cut off the flaps unless the box is going to be shorter than like 1 extended box. So if I only needed like this much of the box, then I would cut the flaps off and push the box down. But otherwise, I like to leave the whole thing there because it reinforces the strength of the box. So instead of it being just a single box, it's now a box inside of a box. And I'm still going to go around the edges of the box, but since the box is like the exact same size, I can just seal up the edges like this and then do, 1 or 2 around the outside of the box just to kind of like cinch it in there a little bit. But really, it's going to be the tape that goes from top and bottom that's going to hold the boxes together. Plus, they're like really, really, really snugly fit. So. Done so good all night. Alright, and that is the second box that's going to OBB. This has the Wii U and the Nintendo 64 with the extra controllers. Alright, y'all, we are getting close to being done. So, up next is Kills the Man, and All right, so Pills the Man did 2 mystery boxes, and they won the Neo Geo, no, the PC Engine, this thing, and they also won a Nintendo. So we've got an AV cable. The Nintendo comes with 2 controllers and the zapper, plus the Duck Hunt, Mario Brothers, and World Class Track Meet. So we got 2 controllers. We got the RF switch, or RF adapter, the power switch, and the zapper. Like I said, because they're boxes, I probably could have done it in one box. But with bubble wrap and everything, it just makes it a little bit more snug. So, I'm going to start with the Nintendo. The AV cable for the PC Engine in there. The power brick in there. Go ahead and put the game on top of that. I'll put the controllers right there. Alright, then we're going to put the PC Engine. I did do 2 layers of bubble wrap just because it's not perfectly flat on top of the Nintendo because I put the game there. I'm going to take those off. That can go there. That can go there. Okay. Alright, so we're going to put the PC Engine in kind of diagonally, because I just feel like it fits in the box better, and I'm not going to stress about it as much that way. We still have the zapper, and we have the game. So. Lift it up just a tiny bit. So I can put just one more layer of bubble wrap on the top. There we go. That looks good now. Beautiful. All right, so that was Pills the Man 92. Up next is Sadie Loud 2596, and they won a copy of Monster Hunter 3G. All right, up next is Slam Hits 1. And they won a Nintendo 64. So they got the N64 console. And like I said before, I wouldn't say that these are refurbished. Well, they should be refurbished because we got these and we paid for the service for them to all be cleaned. So I didn't clean them personally. They were clean. They've been sitting in inventory for a little while, so some of them were a little dusty. I did wipe them off, but they have had their tray slots modified for them to play American and Japanese games because they are Japanese-based consoles. So the N64 with 4 controllers, power brick, and the AV cable. I ran out of big bubble wrap. I didn't think that was going to happen. I'm kind of trapped in here at the moment, otherwise I would go run and grab some. But I've only got a few more boxes to pack, so. I need to get bubble. That's just too much space. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm almost ready. Sorry, y'all. Where's my bubble at? Alright, that was slam hits. Alright, up next is Top 5052. They did one mystery box. They wanted an NES zapper, 2 controllers, power brick, RF adapter, Mario Duck Hunt World Class Track Meet, and the deck. Alright, so we got the RF adapter in there, and we have the power brick. Now I'm putting in the 2 controllers and the zapper. Okay. Packing slip. Oops. Forgot to put one of the other packing slips for OBB in his box. This was Tops 5052. I got a mountain of boxes. All right, up next is Will Polito. And Will picked up DuckTales. Woo! DuckTales 2 for the Nintendo. And he also picked up this Game Boy Advance SP blue case. I'm just recycling the box. It was perfect size. Will's gonna be like, Stone Age gamer. Yeah. Oh, shoot. Sorry, the box previously had a priority shipping label on it, and I didn't quite cover up the priority part, so. All right, so that was Will Polito. And then we have Ray, Xanar Quest Rider. He picked up a Game Boy Advance SP. I'm sneaking in a little cookie for him. Do I have the right box? I have one, yay! All right, y'all. After we get this label on, we have one item left to pack. One singular item. And that is Dragon Quest Super Mario for the DS. And this is going to Zombie Infest. With that, y'all, we are done. Whew, that was a bit of a workout. We got everything packed. I'm just going to go to the post office first thing tomorrow morning. And then hopefully everybody will have their stuff by like Friday, Saturday. Some people maybe Monday because they live a little bit further away. But I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all for showing up to the stream on Saturday. Thank you for always being here and giving us moral support, emotional support, financial support, all that jazz. I really appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to back to Japan in like 2 weeks, so I look forward to going. Look forward to streaming a lot. Oh, and I'm going to be starting my own channel. I already have the Miss Malice channel on YouTube, but I'm going to be doing all the travel, like exclusive travel stuff. I'm not going to do the gaming stuff. That's going to be on General Malice's channel. Anything that's game related and travel, so video game conventions and stuff like that, that'll be on his channel. And then I'm going to do travel and food, and then, you know, just the activities and stuff we do. So if there is some stuff that like overlaps, you know, there might be some stuff like that, but for the most part, I'm gonna do the travel and food stuff. He's gonna do the gaming stuff. But so when I get it all set up and everything, please give me a follow. I'd really appreciate it. Or subscribe to my channel. Help me get my subscriber number up. I've got like 6 people because I don't post on there. I do all my stuff here. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Thank y'all so very much, and I will see y'all Saturday.